Okay, so good morning, Mr. Rusbat and friends. How are you today? I hope you all in a safe situation, in a healthy position, and hope you all just keep safe. I mean, like during this pandemic time, there's a lot of people that's actually not be able to be healthy like us. But I just wanna give praise to God that give us hope and give us health wise for us to continuing our time during this pandemic or time. So today I am actually going to explain you all about the concept of captions. Before we get right into it, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Agi Panananta Wibowo. I am from 12 Social 1 and I am absent 21. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, we are going to explain of the definition of captions. There are a lot of articles in Google that you can find of the definition of caption, but I am going to give you the definition of caption based on the Cambridge Academy. So, what is the definition of caption? The definition of caption is a brief text over or under in a picture, in a book, magazine, or newspaper that describes the picture or explains what the people in it are doing or saying. Like I said, this definition is from the Cambridge Academic Content Dictionary that you can find anywhere in Google. Next up, I'm going to explain you about the social functions. There are a lot of social functions of caption, but I am going to give you 6 of them. Let's get it. The first off is to explain what is shown in the picture. The second one is to help the reader or the viewer to understand information they not may be in a photo or in a video. The third one is to identify the subject of the picture. So as you can see, to explain what is shown in the picture, people put pictures in a platform like Instagram, blog, and etc. And it's actually the function of caption is like you explain what is in the picture that is really shown in the picture, so other people can understand what people see in the video or photo can understand. Next up, number 4 is to draw attention to something in the image that is not obvious. The fifth one is to help the reader or the viewer to understand information that may not be in the text. And last but not least is to give a description of what is going on in the picture. For example, as you can see in the video, the people saw a picture on Instagram. Like I said, the platform is Instagram, and you can see there's a lot of picture, and each picture has a caption. It's actually to explain what is shown in the picture, like our first social function. Next up, we are going to the generic of captions. The first generic structure of caption is the title. The second one is the lead. Let's just get right into it. The title is the sentence that consists of words that refers to what is going to be discussed and to tell the topic that is inside the caption. The lead is referred to a word that anchor quoted or paraphrase material, incorporating a variety of paraphrase and quote leads help to create interesting and meaningful writing. The following examples show different ways of embedding the same quote within a sentence. The third of the generic structure is the section heading. What is the section heading? Section heading are used to organize content on a page so text is easy to read and manage. They are necessary to help readers better to understand your content, but too many headers may indicate that a page should be divided into smaller pages. The language feature of caption. There are a lot of language feature on caption that you can find in any media or blog or article that you've seen, but I'm just going to explain what I give to you right now. So the first stuff is exclamation. Exclamations are short utterances that you make when you are very surprised or upset. In this case, that you can call is actually conducted with your emotions. They are not always whole sentences. Sometimes they are more like noise than a word. In this case, or as you can call, is called interjections, but it's actually conduct also with your emotions. For example, like "Happy birthday, George," which means that the lady or the guy that gives a caption like this is just to give you an example that he's very happy to see George happy's birthday, and which means that they are all in there, they're all happy, they're all celebrating, and like that. The second one is what a cute puppy. As you can see in this context like this, it gives you a meaning like this is a very cute puppy, like the emotions like it's so cute, like it's a very cute one. The next off, the second one is question. Question is a sentence that basically is a question that you put into a caption to interact with the reader or viewer. This question could be answer yes, no, and etc. For example, like where from? Are you from Indonesia? He can say yes I am or no I am not. And how do you feel? Do you feel okay? I'm not feeling so well. Yes, I feel so good. So this question can be yes or no question, like that. The third of the language feature or caption is an adjective phrase. Adjective phrase is a group of words that is describe a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. The adjective in an adjective phrase can appear at the start, end, or in the middle of the phrase. The adjective phrase can be placed before or after the noun or pronoun in the sentence. For example, as you can see in the picture that I gave you, for example, the adjective is a populous city. And when you make it into an adjective phrase, a city having a large number of inhabitants. As you can see, there are 6 and I'm going to give you 2. And the second one is a golden ring, which means that's a ring made of golden. So obviously the people always think like that, but when you put in an adjective phrase, it's a ring made of gold. And as you can see, the rest of it in the example that I give you in the picture. And as you can see, this picture right here is the definition and form. There are a lot of medias, a lot of blogs, a lot of articles that you can find the definition of an adjective phrase. Next off on the language features on caption is participle phrase. And a participle phrase is a group of words is consisting of a participle and a modifier and or nouns, pronouns or noun phrase that function as the direct objects, indirect objects, and complement of the action or state expressed in the participle. And as you can see, we are almost getting right into the end. The two last language feature on caption is the professional phrase. A professional phrase is a word made of preposition and the object, usually used to be described within a picture, a sentence that talk about the object. For example, like, my mother has always wanted to live in the cabin by the lake. And the second example is the cat in the middle, which means there's a lot of cats and he finds the cat in the middle is the cutest one. That is what you call a professional phrase. And the last but not least is an infinitive phrase. An infinitive phrase is a group of words that is used to an infinitive, which means if you put in a formula, it's like to plus verb. And an infinitive phrase is a verbal, which means that it's like a word that expresses in an action. So within that case, an infinitive phrase has the same role of expressing action in a sentence. An infinitive phrase is just a part of the sentence working like a noun, an adjective, or adverb. So this next one is actually a lot of people ask, and a lot of media actually always says like, where can we see or find a caption? Well, you can find on the newspaper, you can find on an article, illustration, cartoon, poster, social media, YouTube, blog, and etc. There's a lot of ways that you can find. And I actually found a fun fact of what you can see on a caption. Sometimes if the caption is good and on point with the current situation in our daily lives, the account owner will get a lot of praise, a lot of happiness together, like it's a praise because of the captions that can provide encouragement and a positive input for others, which means if you give positivity to others, you give them encouragement, you give them positive vibes, you give them more strength, like if they were down you can give them motivation and like that. For example, if you can see on the newspaper, they are, for example, the Fair Times, the EU has come a global leader, and then you can find on Instagram page, social media like Twitter, YouTube, and also a lot of them. Now, the caption or the example of caption. I put two caption example, and they are from the Nat Geo Wild. So as you all know, Nat Geo Wild is you can find on TV, you can find on Instagram, you can find on YouTube. They explain about nature. And a very fun fact, Nat Geo Geographic channel. This is a official Instagram page, which means every caption that the writers gave to you is very crucial. Why do I say crucial? Because they put it and give you an educational. They put some sort of like a word that is consisting of a professional words which to describe the picture. As you can see, for example, the owl. A tawny mock frogmouth is a owl name, and that gives you an education within science. May look like a little owl, but they actually belong to a special of a nocturnal bird related to the nightjar. As you can see, every word that you can find in there is actually an educational, and it's actually an official Instagram page with it made in a professional account. And the example number two is actually it's like a dog, right? It's like a dog. And as you can see, it's like Montinos as the general in the household where he commands a small or brigade of humans and another dog or two on a good day. As you can see, both of these give you educational, and they are very good for you if you want to learn, if you want to learn something, if you want to brighten your day up. The official page of Instagrams can give you an amazing example. So it's like that. So I want to say that's all for me today. We have finally reached to the end. I just want to say thank you for all of your attention. Hope you all get a meaningful for what I gave you from what I explained to you. And I just want to give you all a little advice for daily right now during this pandemic. I just want you all to stay safe. Keep a lot of praise to God, and keep your hands clean, keep everything washed. Just keep clean and keep healthy. That's all for me today. We can see in school very soon, and have a nice day and see you next time.